All right, Miss Jessica, welcome back. So look through your court paperwork, got
Mhm.
your insurance filed and everything. And so wanted to talk to you today about the idea of a diagnosis because your insurance does require me to assign one for you.
Okay.
And sometimes that can be helpful in us focusing your work. I do realize last time I didn't ask you a couple of things. I just want to fill in a couple of gaps in my documentation because I didn't ask you about them last time. So,
Okay.
what pronouns are comfortable for you?
She, her.
Okay, so like normal ones. Got it.
Mhm.
And then, I'm supposed to ask you about how many absences you have at school.
Too many to count.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
All right, crap load. Got it.
Mhm.
All right, cool. Thank you for filling in the gaps there. So we're looking through some diagnostic criteria, trying to figure out what fits the best for what's going on with you.
Mhm.
And so I wanted to kind of run it by you and see what you thought about where I landed and our treatment team landed and kind of pinpointing where we can help you and
Okay.
support you. Okay. So there's a disorder called oppositional defiant disorder. It's often diagnosed in teenagers. And it sounds like that might fit what's been going on for you. Let me ask
Mhm.
you first, is that something you've ever heard of or you've heard anything about?
No.
Okay, cool. So I thought what we could do is we would just I have my diagnostic manual here. We can just talk through the different criteria
Mhm.
that often tell us if someone meets this diagnosis, and we'll just talk through them together
Okay.
and then get your thoughts on whether or not you feel like that fits for you.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay. So the way the diagnostic manual works, it's like this big honking thing,
Mhm.
is that it gives me a list of symptoms that people might experience. And then if people have met a certain number of those symptoms, it means that that disorder could be at least part of what's going on for them.
Okay.
So that's kind of how this works.
Mhm.
So kind of like when you go to a regular doctor and they swab your throat and then they try to figure out if you got strep throat or you got sinus infection or whatever. This is
Mhm.
the same kind of process, but with your brain.
Okay.
Right. So are we figuring out if it's strep throat or if it's sinus infection or if it's the flu or whatever.
Okay.
So it's the same kind of idea. And if we figure out exactly what's going on, it helps us be able to focus our treatment to help with what's actually going on. So kind of if you have strep throat and they give you flu medicine, it's not really going to help. So we got to really kind of get a feel for what's going on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are there any questions about that before we
Mm-mm.
start looking at? Okay, cool. So oppositional defiant disorder. This says it involves a pattern of angry or irritable mood, argumentative behavior, or vindictiveness over the last at least 6 months. So let's start there. Does that feel like it fits for you?
No.
Okay. So you have been beating people up, apparently.
Just my mom.
Okay.
There was one time.
Okay. And why do you think that happened?
Because she was telling me what to do and I don't want to be told what to do.
Okay. So
Almost an adult.
you don't feel like that is angry, argumentative, or vindictive at all?
Nope.
Okay. Agree to disagree. Okay. So we're gonna see if any of these symptoms match up for you. All right. So do you feel like you often lose your temper?
No, it takes a lot.
Okay, because last time you did tell me that you feel angry and sad almost every day.
Yeah, but I don't blow up.
Okay, you just handle it well.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
You feel it a lot.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you feel like you're touchy or easily annoyed by other people?
I mean, everybody's annoying.
I mean, it's true. Facts.
Yeah,
Bet. Right.
Everybody's just super annoying. So
people are super mid. It's just yes. Agreed.
Mhm.
So for you, that's pretty true.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I could say that.
Okay. Do you feel like you often get angry or you are resentful, which means you get mad at other people for doing stuff against you?
I mean, people make me mad all the time.
What kinds of stuff makes you, what do they do?
Tell me what to do. They don't do what I want to do. They won't leave me alone.
And how do you feel after that happens?
Fine.
So it's no big deal afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. The next criteria is argumentative or defiant behavior. So do you feel like you often argue with authority figures or with adults?
I wouldn't say it's arguing, it's communicating.
You just tell them the facts.
Yeah.
Do they often have a different set of facts?
Yeah.
The alternative facts, if you will.
Alternative science.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So your stuff's right, their stuff's wrong. So you just educate them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't like that,
So it sounds like you argue with adults.
I wouldn't say it's arguing.
Okay. Noted. So, do you actively defy or refuse to comply with requests from adults? So like, do you refuse to follow the rules?
Yeah, but like rules are made to be broken.
Okay.
And I mean, everybody breaks the rules sometimes. Yeah.
It sounds like from your court paperwork, you break them kind of a lot.
I mean, I'm just growing up. It's an experience.
Which involves breaking a lot of rules and not showing up to school. Okay. Gotcha. I don't know if you listen to a lot of Bon Jovi music, but I think you would like it. Okay, so the next one is you deliberately annoy other people. You like to push people's buttons.
I think it's more of I do what I want and people don't like that. So it's like their own problem.
Do you feel like people are too sensitive?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the issue, is that like you're just doing your thing and they're too sensitive. Okay.
Like take a joke.
Okay. So it kind of sounds like you deliberately annoy others. Do you blame other people for stuff that happens to you?
I mean, it's usually like another person's fault.
Yeah. Like it's never your fault.
No.
Like nothing is ever your fault. Okay. So like it sounds like you kind of agree that one fits.
No.
No? Tell me more.
Like it's not like I deliberately blame people. It just happens to go that way. Like it happens to actually be their fault.
Well, deliberately is not in this one. It just says you often blame others.
But it's actually their fault. So
well, yeah.
I don't think like it's a bad thing.
So it's just different perspective, difference of opinions.
Sure, I guess, whatever.
Difference of facts. They have the wrong information.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So and then the last one, do you feel like you're spiteful or vindictive at least twice in the last 6 months? And let's be honest, that could be most people.
Well, yeah, like if someone does something, you want to get like revenge back.
Do you get revenge on other people?
I guess so, but it's like they deserve it. It's like karma, but I'm just doing it myself.
So you're like the messenger of karma.
Yeah.
That's like a really cool job, actually. What kind of stuff do you do to get revenge?
It just kind of like depends on the situation.
Like this one time when I was about your age, I like keyed somebody's car because they pissed me off.
Yeah, I don't destroy property.
So what do you do?
It's more of like destroying them emotionally.
How do you do that?
You just get in their head. Super easy.
Sounds like you should teach me. Maybe I'll do my job better.
Maybe.
So you just like screw with them and you make them feel bad about themselves.
Yeah, I guess so.
And that's not being spiteful or vindictive.
No.
Okay. Gotcha. For someone who doesn't do any of these things, you sure understand them very well. So do you feel like oppositional defiant disorder fits for you?
No, I do not have any kind of disorder.
Nothing at all?
No.
No, not like mild anxiety plus a little oppositional defiant disorder?
Definitely no.
Okay.
I don't have any mental health problems. Perfectly fine.
Everyone else has problems. Got it. So our treatment team disagreed with your assessment.
Of course they did.
Yeah, and probably makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So we felt that this disorder fits for you, and then probably some mild anxiety. Just because you said that you kind of worry about like what other people think or what they're doing, and it makes you mad.
I don't care what people think.
Okay.
So I don't know where you got that.
Okay. So maybe that one doesn't fit so well. And it's okay. And so as part of what we do here, because you're here for court, student court, we have to
Mhm.
like give paperwork to student court with documentation of our assessment of you.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what we put in that assessment, is that we felt that oppositional defiant disorder is a fit for you
Okay.
based on the history that we gathered last time in your court paperwork. So wanted to get your thoughts about that label.
I mean, it's wrong.
Okay. And you think like nothing would be better?
No, because I don't have any disorder.
Gotcha. Well, we do have to put something down because court
Mhm.
plus your insurance makes us put something. And the judge is making you come here,
Yeah.
right?
We couldn't put like something fun.
Like, do you have a suggestion?
Like, you got like schizophrenia, maybe.
Would you like to read through what schizophrenia is like?
Yeah.
Okay, we can read that. We can totally read that. Let me just find it real quick. Okay. So schizophrenia. And you are a little bit young for schizophrenia, to be honest. As that typically does not show up until a little bit later in life.
Okay, you have like early
onset.
Yeah.
Let's find out. So do you feel like you have any of these? So delusions, which are like beliefs about things that are not real. So this sometimes looks like people who are super paranoid, or like people who think that like they're Jesus, or
I wouldn't say like I'm
the Sultan of
Jesus.
Bhutan.
I wouldn't say like I'm Jesus, but like pretty close. So.
Okay. I know last time you talked about like hearing some stuff. So hallucinations are like seeing and hearing things that no one else can see and hear.
Yeah, so about that. Might be the meth.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like put two and two together, you know. So can I like be doing math and be schizophrenic?
No. You can only be schizophrenic if you're not on that. Because part of what this says is that we have to know that these things are there when you're not on drugs.
Got you. Okay.
So like immediately no.
Okay.
Just like,
so can we just like put this down anyways and just like
no, because that would require a psychiatrist to give you some pretty severe antipsychotic medication that could screw up your brain.
Okay.
So I don't know that that would be something that you would want to do to your brain on top of the meth.
I mean, I don't think like the meth really like is that bad. I don't use it all the time.
I see. And unfortunately, we have just a couple minutes left. So we might put a pin in that thought about the meth until next time. But I am going to make a note of that in your chart because I don't have that in any of your intake paperwork. That you are using. Are you drinking alcohol while you're using the meth? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, because you're gonna like balance it out.
Oh yeah.
Feel you. Any other drugs that you're using?
Cocaine.
Okay.
I've also taken like Adderall. That's not prescribed to me, but that's like just for school, you know.
How are we taking these drugs? Are we smoking them? Are we injecting them? Are we snorting them? What are we doing?
The meth we are injecting.
Okay. Are we using clean needles or are we reusing?
I think they're clean.
Where are you getting them from?
Friends.
Okay. Got it.
So I think they probably like cleaned it.
Like wipe them off with alcohol wipe or something.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not really how that works, but okay. And then with the Adderall, are we snorting that or are we mixing it in with drinks or like what are we doing?
Snorting it with the cocaine.
Okay.
All together.
Oh, like a cool little cocktail situation. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Pretty fun. You should try it sometime.
Maybe on the weekend. We'll see. Okay. Anything else I need to know for today?
Yeah.
All right, Jessica. Well, we'll get you scheduled to come back next week and we'll talk a little bit about treatment plans and might chat a little bit about your casual drug use.
Okay.
All right.